this like arrogance of thinking that we are in control, and that the rulers thinking they're in control and directing humanity and human consciousness towards purposes and ends that are not in alignment with the earth, that are not in alignment with Gaia, that are not in alignment with God. And so Pharaoh, he represents this incredible arrogance. He represents this arrogance of control and fighting against spirit. Fighting, literally, Moshe comes and is like, just let our people go out and pray in the desert. We just want to go worship spirit for a bit, right? It's not even like in the beginning, as far as I understand, it's not even like, let us go out of slavery. It's just, let us go pray. We want to just go pray. But already there's this deep fear in Pharaoh that if I let the people go and pray, they'll remember who they are. They'll remember, they'll wake up from the trance of slavery and see that, oh no, like we're slaves here. We're out of alignment with spirit. We're not living the birthright of our true identities, which is to be spiritual beings and to be on a path of Tikkun, on a path of bringing about global transformation. And so just even like the fear to pause and go and pray and connect with spirit to remember our true identities. That's one thing that was coming through in this arrogance. And the arrogance, right, is battled with the plagues. So each time another plague is trying to battle the arrogance through bringing about fear, through bringing about a sense of, whoa, something else is in charge here and it's powerful and it could kill us, right? And Pharaoh keeps saying, no. In a way, it's interesting, right? God hardens his heart, right? Hardens his heart means puts a wall around his heart, is incapable of feeling, is incapable of finding vulnerability, is incapable of feeling fear. It even says in one of the passages in Shemot that he couldn't, that Moshe says to him, we see still that you do not fear. And it says right there, we see still that you do not fear, that you're not accessing fear through these plagues. It's not working. You're still in your arrogance of thinking you're in control. And so the plagues go on and on and on until he breaks. And he says, no, you know what, you're right. God is the God. God is in control, and I am not. And you can leave. Please leave. And Moshe, right? Moshe, as we know, represents the epitome of humility. Moshe is the most humble. That's how we know him through our sources. And he has a speech impediment. He's got a mixed up identity. He's the son of the king, but he's a Jew. He's an outcast. He's cast out. So he represents this humility of just bowing and I'm just following what spirit guides me. I have not my will, your will be done, not mine. And that is another of these messages for us to find that humility, and the humility that comes through what I would say through accessing fear. That fear, the experience of fear shakes us, and it shakes us to a place where we recognize our vulnerability. We recognize that we are soft animals. We're vulnerable creatures, vulnerable to the elements, vulnerable to our physical needs, our emotional needs. And that vulnerability brings on a sense of humility. It brings on a sense of like, wow, like I need to be humble. I need to bow before the vulnerability that it means to be alive.